Oh, cool.
Yup.
Sweet. Yeah, a
And
little wheel.
also we have, if I can find it,
Jesse, you're so fancy.
this.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Ah.
There we go. Okay. So we got some submissions from a few different people. I just used your Discord names because that's where the submissions were. I hope you don't mind. And we'll roll the wheel to see who we start with.
Do it.
And if we run
We
out
should
of
have
some
theme
people,
music.
we will redo.
Oh, who's it gonna say? Oh, right on the edge.
Kriophoros. And for now, we will
Okay.
remove you. If we run out of people, we will add you back in. And so that's the person. And for the song, since they submitted 2 songs, I will do a coin flip on my other window thingy.
Sweet. Great system.
Flip.
I love coin flips. Oh, it's in the screen.
Heads.
Oh my gosh, this is so high tech.
No.
So heads is the first one submitted?
Yes.
I like
that is the assumption that I was making with myself.
All right.
Okay. So
Do you want me to read the thing?
Yes.
That's going to be Day by Day by Perlo. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. I can't look at the chat and this at the same time. So if that's wrong, y'all will have to correct me later. Let me read the opening by, this was submitted by Kriophoros. I'm probably also saying that wrong. So if one of you all know, correct me. They said, I listened to this artist EP a few weeks ago after listening to this first song because of how enamored I was by it. The duo singing sounds so absolutely lovely together. It's a bit heavenly to my ears. I'm sure it'll be heavenly to our ears as well. Jesse, are we ready to listen?
We are ready.
This is Day by Perlo.
All right, here we go.
Wake up on time, get up, look alive, got the earliest flight out this morning.
Put on your tie and dust if the stripes were too much. When I sighed and said nothing.
On a long drive, I sat and I tried to remember why I should be happy. Or should I go home? Well, you're going to someplace new. Should I wait by the door, hoping you will come walking through? So just let me out,
let me down easy.
look around,
I'm wondering lately
if I'm okay.
I'm going
Wake up on time alone at the light, got the earliest ride out this morning.
Put on your tie and dust if I could wait a night to go.
On the long drive, I sat and I tried to remember what I used to know. Do I go home, always looking for something new? Should I wait by the door, hoping you will come walking through? Come on, just help me out,
Let me down easy.
look around,
I'm wondering lately
if I'm okay.
I'm going crazy.
Just help me out,
Let me down easy.
look around,
I'm wondering lately
if I'm okay.
I'm going
Wake up on time, get up, look alive, got the earliest flood up this morning.
Love the extended weird harmonic-y bubbles at the end. Jesse,
Yeah.
can we hear you? We can't hear you, Jesse.
Yay!
Yay!
That was so good.
I have to say, I think my prediction was correct. I think that that was a bit heavenly to our ears as well.
Liking.
Very much so, yeah. This is a bit of a rediscovery for me. I've listened to Perlo before in the past, through the exposure of being exposed to one of the members of this duo, which is the female singer. Her name is Marie. It's spelled Mree. That's her solo project, but I'm guessing it's yeah. I'm guessing it's pronounced.
Familiar.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's pronounced Marie, like Marie, like like Marie, but like you kind of just like go right into the re
I thought
part.
it was Marie.
Yeah, Marie.
Emery.
But yeah, her solo side project is also very heavenly. Has like she's definitely like really inspired by like Studio Ghibli and like video game soundtracks like Kingdom Hearts and things like that. I think that seeps into her like personal sound, and this side project that she's doing with Henry, I think it's kind of like a mix mash of these sounds, but like more poppy in a way. It's like it's more streamlined. I have listened to their stuff in the past. They have like not the biggest output. Like they've have like some EPs, some just really digestible projects, but like all of that I heard is like always just like very just like beautiful, gorgeous, so easy to listen to, so easy to get into. So yeah, I have experience with this group in the past. Haven't listened to them in a while. I've mostly listened to Marie, just because I listened to her first, and getting to rediscover Perlo, it was really, really nice. I didn't realize that they released anything new, so getting to be re-exposed to them has been really, really cool.
The name Marie is super familiar to me, and I can't figure out why. And I did just look them up, and her first name is Marie, Marie, so it probably is pronounced that way.
Right.
But when I looked them up, I just found that they're self-produced and they write and record all their own music, so it's a complete, true indie, if you will, project. But you're really speaking my language with that Studio Ghibli video game soundtrack inspired sound, so I'm gonna have to check out more Perlo and more of Marie's side project or solo project.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah,
Hard to find something to dislike or disagree with, I would say. And for this song, I do like the very like 80s sounds happening on it. I like the like just the really big echoey reverby sounds, especially like on the snare hits and the reverb going on the guitars. Just it feels very nostalgic in a way. So I like
counter opinion.
Oh,
That was my least favorite part of the song.
no.
And actually, I was gonna say that those sounds remind me of the like pop remakes that you found at the end of early Disney, not early, but like that era of Disney movie. You know, like the remake of like A Whole New World, or the remake of
Michael
Tales
Bolton
of
version
Time.
of
Exactly, yeah, the pop versions, and I hate them. I'm so sorry. I can't stand them. I don't like that sound. I don't know if it's from like listening to too much smooth jazz in the car with my dad as a kid.
Probably.
But like the sounds just give me the ick. But this was a tasteful amount of that sound. It was like enough that I kind of flinched every time, and then I could ignore it again and pretend like it didn't happen.
Right.
But yeah, I actually really like that is my criticism of like early 90s music is largely those elements. It's just not true criticism, it's preference. Let me say that. But it is largely those elements to it that just feel so corny to me. But I feel like they found a good balance here of using like a modern dream pop sound and production and just sprinkling it with a few of those moments of what to many people I'm sure is nostalgic.
Yeah. And that dream pop sound for me, like if we were voting on whether this was like a, pass fail 2 out of 3, like I'm all thumbs up on this one. This is really
Yeah.
good.
I'm like
for me.
a thumbs at 80 degrees.
Okay, all right, good.
Out of 90. Not out of 100.
Mine,
out of
mine's
90.
is 100, maybe 110.
You end up going back down at that
Oh
point.
no, just 100
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah, no, it only goes up to 90 on the thumb
I'll
scale.
bring in a second thumb to sort of help out. Yeah, this is like hearing that this is self-produced. Like we say this a lot when like we bring in a lot of like self-produced artists, but like very very impressive. Like it's just showing like the level that artists are at, the technology is at, but like I think a lot of it is just like I would guess is that people know what is possible and so they rise to that standard. And they have done so with their self-production here, and I was just so impressed with how crisp and clean the vocals sounded, and like that sort of like vastness of the instrumentals, that it just felt like it was like a really big space to me, that we were like in the middle of the sea of synth sounds, and I was loving it.
The synth C.
Synth sea. Syntheses.
Not to be confused with synesthesia. I did actually really love their voices together. I thought that they were really different tones, and that the tones complemented each other really well. Wow. Not that I would dislike either of them individually, but sometimes when you have just a very distinct tone, having two of them and kind of giving a break for the listener to breathe before hearing it again, and then when they sang together, they just blended together so nicely.
Yeah. I think part of that is that both of their tones are very like soft and like pleasing to hear. Like if one of them had like a very unique sort of grating tone, which sometimes works for some sorts of music, like not that that's a bad thing, but like I think that might be harder to do that sort of blend with, but like this was like very, it felt like it was the same energy from both of them. And yeah.
It feels like you can tell they're really working together to find the sound and the balance between the two of them. I'd be really curious to hear what they sound like individually in their own music and see if they play a little more around it or if that's their default and they just have really great voices together.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to talk on like some of the little fun noises that we got during the song. Like they're like yes, there was the like ever present sort of drone of the synths, but there was also like little like string like kind of like driving underneath it. And they kept having in the transitions between different sections like is like building crescendos that are kind of like shimmery. Really fun.
I'm definitely gonna have to listen to more of Perlo.
Yeah, I wanted more when it was done.
I can see how you'd hear this and go listen to their whole EP.
Yeah. All right, are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Onwards.
Onwards.